the relationship between the following disciplines: physics. So we know that geography is the study of the interrelationship between human and physical phenomena on the Earth's surface. So physics tries to use its concepts such as force in explaining the shape of the Earth, in explaining the particulate nature of matter. That's why we can have water in a river, next minute it has changed into a different type of precipitation like snow, ice. That is the role of physics. Physics, also being the study of matter in relation to energy, gets to explain to us why we have waves, why we have tides, and other phenomena. History. History is the study of past events. So we find that history helps us to chronologically explain the geographical events that have happened in an area. It's also very important in demography by showing the temporal changes that are occurring on a spatial space. Define the term solar system. This is the composition of the sun, the 8 planets. Then you put into brackets Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, plus other heavenly bodies. So the asteroids, the meteors, natural satellites like the moon, they fall in that category. The next question: apart from the passing star theory, name 2 other theories that describe the origin of the Earth. So we have the Big Bang theory, we have the supernova theory, we have nebula cloud theory. But as per the syllabus, our students should know about the passing star theory, the creation theory, and the nebula cloud theory. Describe the passing star theory. So this was proposed by Jeans and Jeffreys. So it states that the sun was already in existence, then a star with a greater gravitational pull passed near the sun, so it was able to draw gaseous materials from the sun. These gaseous materials split. Upon splitting, they started cooling and they condensed to form planets. The planets were placed in the elliptical orbits by the passing star. So further condensation of the smaller gaseous materials led to other heavenly bodies which are found within the solar system. Two weaknesses of the above theory. So the passing star theory has a weakness. For example, we are not told the origin of the sun. We are not told the origin of the passing star. We are also not the chances of a star passing near the sun are minimal. And the other weakness is that the materials would have dispersed. That is, they would have dispatched instead of cooling, and condensing to coalesce into the planets. 3 heavenly bodies. So we have comets, we have asteroids, we have meteors, we have meteorites. Reasons why planet Earth supports life. One, it's because it has water, so the water is able to sustain life. Another thing, it's able to receive sufficient sunshine, which helps to keep the earth warm. At the same time, because of the ozone layer in the atmosphere, it's able to keep cool at night instead of being very cold. So as such, it's able to sustain life. If it was extremely hot, no life. If it was extremely cold, it will also not be able to support life. The earth is also able to support life because of the presence of the lithosphere, where food grows. So the soils are able to support agriculture, and I've said the hydrosphere, that is the part of the earth which has water, is able to sustain different life, especially marine life. And yeah, life continues. Three characteristics of a comet. A comet has a tail, frozen gases. It also has a head, elongated orbits, two types of movement of the earth. Mizunguko ya dunia, we have rotation of the earth, we also have revolution of the earth. Remember, this question is different from name two types of earth movements. Now we will have lateral and horizontal earth movements. Find three forces that are responsible for the shape of the earth. I did this question earlier, and I say that we have the gravity force. So the force of gravity tends to pull things towards the earth, so it's responsible for the rounding effect. Then we have the centripetal force, which is responsible for the flattening of the poles, since these forces tend to pull towards each other. Centrifugal force, which causes bulging of the earth around the equator because it tries to push outside. Examples of outer planets: Neptune, we have Uranus, we have Saturn. We can also be asked to give examples of dwarf planets. For example, we have Ceres, Aries, Mekmek, Haumea, and Pluto.